All right. Ready, set, go. Good evening, and welcome to the world the way we see it.
The base. No! Ha!
Let's say 1 point for match. Up the scale in.
The base.
My name is Jay Berg.
I'm Jamie, and we are here to bring you the most cutting-edge facts in the world of geekdom and sports ball and politics. And whatever else we feel like talking about, let's be honest.
So, pretty much the
Everything. Yeah, there's nothing really off the table, I don't think.
world. I concur.
All right.
Nice. What are we talking about today?
So, a few days ago, must have been Thursday night, it came up on my Facebook that a band that I really like, I think you know,
Oh,
Came out.
I might.
came out with their very first single. I would like to start, if it's alright with you, by listening to it, going through it bit by bit, critiquing it, talking about it, and maybe getting some insight from our resident guitarist.
Ah,
And I don't
sounds
mean me.
like fun.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and play this. Y'all get a little sound bite here and there. Yeah, you can piece the song together. Please come download it and support it.
Yeah, Spotify, huzzah! Support
Ready?
local metal.
I feel like the lights need to change.
Yeah,
Fuck.
just.
You don't know the song.
No, I don't. Never heard that. I like those guitars though. Classic.
Okay. So I like the build-up.
Yeah.
It's got a really good feel to it. It definitely feels very creepy.
Yeah. So that was kind of the idea for the song, was to have something that sounds like it's coming out of the mist, you know?
Okay.
Something, I don't know, I think in very ethereal, nebulous terms when I'm writing. And the idea JoJo and I had when we first came up with the song was twisted, like a twisted forest, you know.
Okay.
Lots of willows, branches everywhere. If you've ever seen Snow White,
Okay.
the trip through the forest that she takes, just walking through there, it's fogged out, something's coming in out of the mist. It's a lot of fun. Had a lot of cool effects that got put in there, but I think everything kind of centers around those guitars, which is nice.
Yeah. So, did you write the lyrics or did someone else?
Someone else did for this one. This one would have been our front man,
Aaron Michael.
Aaron Michael,
Aaron.
A-Train, Drago person.
Yeah.
He has many
names.
names. Many names.
We'll have him on the show at some point and he'll choose.
Yeah,
he'll choose one.
That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun.
Now,
But good guy. He's a good lyricist. I think he came up with lyrics that were fun. Jordan and I came up with the title, Final Providence, and just kind of gave it to him, and he ran with it.
Okay. So, in your mind then, since you came up with the title, what is Providence?
Providence. Well, that's a deep question. I think the way it's used in the song, it's kind of taken to mean the covering, right? Almost having a supernatural force interceding for you, shielding for you. So
Okay.
it's trying to rely on something that is greater than you.
And if you guys can't guess, he's a part of the band. That recorded the song.
Indeed.
So
I have plans for the intro, so
wonderful.
yeah.
Glad to hear it.
Indeed.
Now, a couple things that stuck out to me were the first lines. The spiders in my mouth, X's on my eyes.
Yes.
It very much, I don't know, it seems like an R-rated Tim Burton.
An R-rated Tim Burton. Oh.
It feels
That
like
is a
something
terrifying thought.
you would like see in Shelob's lair.
Okay. Yeah.
Where is that kind of imagery coming from? Like, is the person already dead, or
You honestly, I write guitars. I don't write lyrics.
all right, we'll get a training
I
here
have
and talk to him about that.
no idea where that came from.
Okay.
I thought it sounded pretty cool though.
It does.
And I love what he
does.
did with his voice, where he sounds a little bit like I sound now. I'm a little bit sick.
Yeah.
Where he's got a little bit of a frog in his throat. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's different for him. He doesn't do that sort of delivery very often. So I thought it was cool.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. Now, just so everybody knows, I've listened to the song probably 10 or 15 times at this point, just trying to get a good feel for it.
Well, I'm glad you like it.
I do.
I've listened to it a lot more.
yeah. I get studio time. All right, we're gonna move on in the song, and we'll see what the next one is. All right.
Yeah.
So that was like the chorus bit.
Yeah, so that is where the song was born, is that riff right there.
Okay.
Jordan came up with a riff, I found a harmony for it, and then we decided how many possible harmonies could we find for this riff.
Okay.
And
I
just
remember you
went
talking
down,
about that.
yeah, just went down bunny trails with it.
Mhm.
It's a lot of fun, but the whole point of the song kind of builds up to that riff.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun to play. Interestingly enough, Jordan and I cannot play that part together. It always messes him up because I'm coming in on those offbeats. He's doing that right. So I can play it. I can play it with the song. Screws him up every time. Playing it live is gonna be. It's gonna be a chore.
So, on the chord structure, this is for all you music geeks out there. It sounds like you're going with the individual notes, and then you're opening up to a power chord, like throughout that pre-chorus bit, and then it stays on that power chord throughout the chorus. Is that pretty fair to say?
So there is a power chord in there. It's all done with harmonies on different tracks, though.
Oh, okay.
So
you've implied a power chord throughout multiple instruments.
yes, but all of the guitars for that chorus are just individual strings.
Oh, okay.
It's all just picking. Nobody's strumming.
Okay.
So that gives you an idea of how many harmonies we were trying to find.
Okay. Do you mind a suggestion here?
Go for it.
Okay.
It might be a little late. It's already like live and copyrighted and
Well,
stuff.
there is the live performance.
Okay, let's see it.
Okay.
Show your work.
Where I would like it to go. So the pre-chorus build, I think, is great. Going from the one, then just adding the harmonies on there. Once it hits that chorus, where that kicks in, I want to hear a minor third throughout everything. To my ears, it wants to go black metal.
Yeah.
And my brain's trying to pull it there, but it's not ever going there. So I don't know. That might be fun to experiment with live. See if you can get it there, because
See if I can get away with it.
it's got the creepy tone. It's got the type of scream. You can very much see somebody screaming into a large paint can, which is essentially, if you don't know, that's how you get black metal reverb. Not really.
secrets. Silence thyself. Okay, you can talk now.
But I think that could add some flavor. Potentially, if you guys were to do an extended live version, throwing that in some sort of a breakdown, or
Yeah.
something like that could take it that next level of intensity.
Yeah,
and
that
just
could
like,
be cool.
It feels like it wants to go there. The lyrics want to go there. They're messed up enough in like a good way. The song structure would very much lend itself to go in that direction, and it would still be very theatrical. So we'll
Yeah, that could be fun.
we'll
Could
get
be
back
fun.
into the next verse.
Yeah, let's do it.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I can see it. What's really funny about that riff is that it never resolves, so it always wants to start over because the note you start on will resolve everything. So it's a weirdly addictive.
It's great. It's great. It's perfect for a circle.
It really is. It really is. Because as soon as
Or like
you
a
think,
wall of death or something like that.
yeah, as soon as you think you're going to be done with the riff, you have to start it over to get any kind of closure.
Yeah.
And it all starts over.
The shouts are very power metal.
Yeah.
The song is. It's just an interesting juxtaposition.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was a studio improv, actually. Originally, this was just going to be kind of a breakdown. And he didn't really have anything to and
Like going back to that.
yeah, just in the moment, he came up with the idea of doing the gang vocals there. And it was a lot of fun, got everybody involved. It's always nice to get everybody in on the vocal tracks. That's always a ton of fun.
So that's everybody then on that.
Yep, that is everybody in at various distances, you know.
Very cool.
Everybody shouting from across the room. It's a whole bunch of fun. Yeah. It's a fun little breakdown.
Very cool. Very, very cool. I like how artistic you guys have gotten.
Yeah. Yeah, we used to be a lot more just blast beating and, you know, nothing artsy, all hard all the time.
Yeah.
And it's nice to lighten up and kind of do some artsy stuff every
I
now
don't
and
know.
then.
I wouldn't necessarily call that lightening up. I've heard the other songs. Like, that's as heavy as any of your other songs, really.
Well, that's fair, but it's heavy in a fun, artsy way.
Sure.
It's heavy in a way that can get stuck in your head. One of the biggest problems I have with a lot of metal out there nowadays is you can't hum it. You know, you can't walk down the street and hum the tune.
Yeah.
And that is a problem, you know.
So
I mean,
when we
I
do-
get that some people like it,
Yeah.
but for me, that's not what music is about, you know?
Yeah. So when we do reviews on specifically metal albums, hummableness will be a category.
Yes, it will be a factor.
It
We're
will
going to
be a
have a big
category.
graphic right up here.
Yeah.
and it's going to be the meter of hummability. And I feel like most metal fails that test.
Now, I will say, it also scores fairly high on another poorly referenced scale. Air guitarfulness.
Oh, yes, it's super
You're
air guitar.
going to want to, even if you don't play guitar or you never have played guitar, you're going to want to, sit there in the car or wherever you're listening to it, wanting to make an idiot out of yourself to everybody watching.
Well, and I think that's because the strum patterns are so simple and predictable. It's all eighth notes.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you get into kind of that more blast beaty feel, it's a lot harder to understand what's going on. Right? It's one of the things you actually run into with Dragon Force, I feel like.
Sure.
It's hard to air guitar any of that.
Yeah.
It's hard to catch what they're doing. It's all super impressive, I mean, Herman's doing stuff I can only dream of, but, I mean, I can't catch half of it either, so...
So what, in your mind, what band that is now very big is good with hummableness in the metal scene? Can you think of one?
So a little more rock, but Avenged Sevenfold is very good.
Okay.
They know how to write a hook.
Yeah.
I don't know if Disturbed is very active anymore. They're very hummable, but again, we're a little more in the rock side of things.
Yes. They're definitely hard rock, both of those bands. I think Avenged is more metal than Disturbed. This is coming from the guy who I've got a Disturbed tattoo. I love Disturbed, but they're not as heavy as Avenged Sevenfold. Neither of them cross that threshold into metal. Avenged does occasionally, like with Nightmare. I think that would be considered a metal song.
Yeah, well, they definitely have
Shepherd of Fire was pretty heavy.
They have very metal tendencies, but they pull from a lot of weird places.
Yeah.
Like a lot of prog rock and stuff.
Yep. Definitely blues as well. I hear in there blues, some jazz.
But they know their scales, and that's a big deal. I don't like bands that just rely on this genty. We're just gonna go all open chords all the time, drop our tuning as far as it can possibly go, and it's really impressive right-handing.
Yeah.
There's no tune to it, and that's rough. I need some tune to my music.
I think you can get away with the gent style of guitar if you have a melodic vocalist.
Yeah.
Because you're giving them that sonic space to really shine in their instrument. But you are going to need to go that direction.
Yeah. I could see that. I'm very into Nekrogoblikon. They're a lesser known band.
I love
but they get a little genty. But they throw a lot in there. Actually, a lot of their hooks are on a keyboard.
Really?
Yeah, you need a hook. That's the biggest thing. You can't just go hard and expect that to be enough. You need
for a song or two.
You can for a song or two, sure, but you need a hook.
Yeah.
You need something that will stay with people. Otherwise, it's just noise.
Right.
And maybe that's my old age speaking, but
I don't know. I think it's more your musician speaking. Because as a musician as well, when I want to write something, I don't want to write something that is just technically good. I want to write something that is going to get stuck in someone's head, so they listen to it 100 times. So they listen to it more, or when I come out with something else, where they will want to. Oh, I liked that song. I remember that song. This one better be cool too, and it creates more of a demand for it, I guess.
Yeah. I would say so.
I don't know if that's age as much as it is just talking about music from the other side, the music making side, not just the music appreciating side.
Yeah. Indeed.
There is another way to go about it, though, and I will say this, that isn't super melodic. It doesn't have a ton of hummableness, but is very catchy. There's one band that
show your work.
Winds of Play.
Okay.
Now, every song is an epic build and breakdown, and that's how they get that stuck in your
Yeah,
head.
I can do some Winds of Plague. I like Winds of Plague.
Yeah. They are a phenomenal band. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. We'll throw a link down in the description box below to their channel. Also, obviously, I don't even know, is Avenged too big to have a YouTube channel? Do they have one?
If you don't know who they are, just Google it.
Yeah. If they have a YouTube...
They don't need help.
If they have a YouTube, I'll throw it in the box below. We want to support not just local metal. Metal is sort of a dying art, and we want to support it wherever we can. So, very good. Now, obviously, we've talked about your involvement in the band. You mentioned you play guitars. Do you do anything else in the band?
I do a lot of the writing. I would say that's my main role. I'm the number 2 guitar. So I write a lot of leads for other people. But I'll do some backing vocals here and there. I will write some lyrics here and there, but mostly I stick to the guitars at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when can people expect some more material? Because obviously they're not going to be pounding down my door trying to get this, as well as any other secret files I may have. I have files.
Yeah. So, kind of the plan, we're experimenting with this album a little bit. We're not putting it all out at once.
Okay.
We're going to try to just kind of trickle it out there all year long. So, there should be a new song coming out, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play, all that stuff. I think we're trying, want to say the 15th of every month. I think we're shooting for the middle of every month.
That's pretty cool.
But there should be a steady stream of new releases for the rest of the year. And then right now we are in studio working on the second album. We don't know if we'll do kind of a year-long cycle like we're doing with Madness, or if it'll be just one massive drop in 2021. But we will find out.
So
It'll be
you
a lot of
mentioned
fun.
Madness. Now, Madness isn't actually in the ID on Spotify, I don't think. So that's the album name.
Yes. So that's the name of this album cycle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Madness. So
Well,
should be fun.
ladies and gentlemen, this is Jamie. I don't know, are you going by your old stage name? Or just Jamie?
No, probably not.
Okay. It's just Jamie.
Just Jamie.
The number 2, not the number 1, the number 2 guitarist for the band Deadlift.
But I like to think I'm the number 1 in the hearts of everyone who has ever heard the music.
Well, you guys should put out some music videos that show what you and JoJo do, and then we can put some polls up there and see.
There you go. That'd be a lot of fun.
Next time, hopefully next time, I've actually been talking with JoJo about getting him on the podcast.
Oh,
He
that
wants
would
to
be
come in.
fun.
So hopefully next time we'll have JoJo and or Aaron, a trained Drago vocalist man who needs to pick a name.
Banana Bunny.
It might be Bunnies.
It just might be Bunnies.
If you don't know what that's from, shame on you.
Yes.
All right, so I think
Cool.
that about wraps up the recent music extravaganza. We're going to cut to a commercial break here, and we will be back shortly with our next segment, which is DM's Corn.